What's up, everybody? It's Stick Braxton, aka I guess I'm the Clues creative at this point. Um, but I'm here to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, but it's really been frustrating me lately, and that's Monday Night Raw. Man, I'm a big wrestling fan. Always been a wrestling fan pretty much my entire life, and usually, wrestling it brings me joy and happiness. But over the last year and a half, 2 years, Raw has been a struggle, but particularly these last few months have just been rough. And I typically find more enjoyment now in picking out the things that frustrate me and I dislike than anything else. That's not to say there aren't good parts about Raw. There have been some good points. The matches are usually pretty good if they give them more than 5 minutes and don't do like a screwy finish or a finish that is just so tone deaf, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But everything else has just been bad, man. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to just go over all the things I didn't like about Monday Night Raw for June 21st, 2021. Okay, first and foremost, I have MVP not talking enough. So when Bobby Lashley and MVP got together, I thought they were gonna make this the newer version of Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. But what I've noticed over the last few months, really right after Bobby Lashley got the WWE title, is that they're making Bobby talk more. And it's not like he's a horrible talker, but he can get his lines confused sometimes, and so it kind of takes me out of the storyline that they're trying to do at the time. So I wish that MVP would talk more and would just be the more sporty side of like Paul Heyman and talk more for him and let Bobby Lashley do the destruction, because he's really good at that. I'm sick of that lady entourage. They provide nothing. They provide nothing to the act of Bobby Lashley and MVP. It's annoying. Yeah. The Eva Marie Doudrop. Well, first off, Doudrop is a horrible name. I think it's one of the worst things they've come up with, and that's a lot because they also have T-Bar and Mace still on TV, and that's still their names. And yeah, that's. But the Eva Marie Doudrop pairing seems to be over already. So first, they build it up as if Eva Marie is about to come back and be this inspirational character, which I like that's not what ended up happening, and that she's a heel. That's fine. That's great. But then they introduce the new, introduce Doudrop, and they made it seem like she was gonna be this like blindly following like protege. But within 7 days from that, now she drops from the apron, and now it looks like it's over. I'm willing to wait on it for another week just to see what they're gonna do. But it'd be really great if they just let her be Piper Niven and let her wrestle, because she's a really good wrestler. I don't know what a DQ is anymore. So Rhea Ripley uses the table. You know what? That to me, that is a DQ. I get that, because you're using an object and hitting an opponent. I understand that. So I guess a DQ is something when you're using something that isn't part of your body and striking or hitting the opponent with it to cause some type of physical harm or distraction. So why can the Miz use the dripstick, which is a horrible name, by the way? Why can't he use that to distract Randy Orton when he's about to, do his move? But yeah, why isn't that disqualification? WWE's really like they need to tighten up the reins with the rules, which is weird because Vince is really big on like rules and stuff. So I don't understand why he isn't tight about this. It's bad. It's bad. What have they done to Nikki Cross, bro? Nikki Cross in NXT, she might not have been everybody's cup of tea, right? But her character fit her perfectly. She was spastic. She's running wild. She's unpredictable. That's great. Over the past few weeks before this past Monday, she was generic babyface A. with generic babyface music A. And I was complaining, and I was like, yo, they need to switch it up. They need to change her character up. This isn't what I meant. If it's her idea, that's fine. And that's what she wants to do, that's fine. But I have a sneaky suspicion that this is something that was sold to her via a creator or a writer. And that's I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, I'm willing to give it a couple weeks to see where they're gonna go with it, but it's like, and there's no origin story, bro. Like, if there was an origin story, it'd be different. It was like, oh man, during one of her matches, or when Charlotte Flair beat her up last time, she bumped her head and she woke up and believed that she was a superhero. I could believe that. I can get behind that. It makes sense. I still probably would be a little wary about the whole gimmick, but I would be able to get behind it. Like, oh, okay, she had a concussion or she had a bump on her head and now she woke up thinking she's a superhero. Cool, that's fine. But the quick left turn was a bit too much for me. I also didn't like that Alexa Bliss and her just act like nothing happened. Why is Alexa Bliss so friendly now and is able to do tag matches with people? And the music's cool though. That's fun. Why also? Why did the women have to do tag matches to get in the Money in the Bank qualifiers? Why couldn't they have single matches? You have a month. You have the month to get to Money in the Bank. You could have just had single matches next week. You could have 2 this week, 2 next week, and that's your 4. SmackDown does the same thing. And then you still have 2 weeks to build up to it. And then you can do your tag matches that you're inevitably going to do anyway, because that's all you ever do. Even though you hate tag matches. It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. 4 matches in a row. There was some form of distraction. 4 matches in a row. Y'all not tired of that? You're not tired of the same thing happening over and over again? And don't even get me, don't even get me started about the roll-ups, man. So many roll-ups. Shout out to Simon Miller, but like so many roll-ups, man. Like, are they just copying and pasting? Has no one noticed that someone's just copying and pasting every week? Who are these people? Who are these writers? I would love to talk to them. Just one, just to see the process of how it goes down behind the scenes. Because it just feels like someone's just hitting copy and paste. Finally, I'm sick of the USA Fox thing. That's annoying. Because what happened is now we have 4 Hell in a Cell matches within the span of 4 days. Why did they get a Hell in a... First of all, why did they take Roman off of the Hell in a Cell thing? That didn't make any sense. I still don't understand what the point of that was. But then they gave it a Fox, and then USA felt like they had to have one. And they were both matches that we all know what was gonna happen, bro. There was no suspense, no anything. I don't see how this relationship continues to work moving forward if it's always gonna be like, I want this to be bigger. Like, this is the closest they've gotten to brand warfare in some time. Survivor Series might actually be good this year then, if you really think about it. So there's that, I guess. Like I said, man, I don't want to hate Raw. I liked a lot of the matches last night were great. But when you compare it to like NXT and like SmackDown, they have to be different writers. There's no other way. They have to be different writers doing these shows. There's no other explanation. What did y'all think, man? What did y'all think of Raw on June 21st, 2021, man? It wasn't bad. It was actually better than the last few, but tell me what you think, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna try to do these as much as I can. And busy doing a lot of different stuff. That's why it's just a bunch of different stuff I'm trying to do right now. But let me know what you think of this, and push through, man. Money in the Bank, first pay-per-view with fans, and well, besides WrestleMania, but first the beginning of going back to normal with fans. So the atmosphere should at least be better. Hopefully they actually start doing things that matter. And yeah, just do drop.